What's going on today, guys? Epic Snack Time here, getting into a game that I tried to do a live stream on, actually, on Project Highrise, as you can see there in the middle. If you want to check out that video, I can also link it up in the corner there. And it kind of didn't work out so well. So if you don't really want to check it out, it's fine. It was really laggy as my first time doing a live stream, so hopefully this one will turn out a little bit better. We're just going to get in and start a new game. uh, I think we'll actually leave that how that is. We'll start it out easy and standard. While this is loading, before we get too far, I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Hope y'all didn't eat too much. But as you start up here, you basically see your first kind of building, and I'll actually pause it. Those are our two workers coming in to be down here. You kind of start off with a little bitty space, a stairwell for them to get down to their office, the construction office. You do get a electrical transformer which can support up to 10 units, and then the wiring closet which you need to go up in floors and everything else. So first things first, we will start this up, and I actually want to get in. I'll get out of that. And you kind of have some contracts that you can see right here. The first one is daily or proof of concept. You try to get your daily rent goal up to 1,000, which isn't super tough. It's fairly simple once you get started. And it also says you can take an additional contract, and I will go ahead and do that. Which you go down here to the contracts tab. And this one is more people needed. You try to get 50 people into your building. This one is for basic offices, but you have to build 16 of them. That one's a little tough. Studio apartments, and that one's a little tough because you have to get up to prestige level 2 to be able to get the cafes to do the coffee. So I will actually go ahead and take this one for the 50 people in our uh, in our building, and it gives you $500 up front, and then you get the other 1,500 once you finish it. So, and it automatically counts your two workers. So that part is easy peasy. And then next, we will actually go ahead, and the fastest way to start making money is to go ahead and plot in some offices. I'll go ahead and dot these in here. And then while I'm at it, I'm actually going to go to the infrastructure and build out an extra little hallway there. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and expand up a little bit and over. Just a little bit, not much, but that should do fine. So we'll let that run on just a smidge. And you see these little icons here, that means that there is an office there, but nobody is in there at the current moment. And actually, before I go too far, I do need an elevator to get up to this next level so they can actually get up there and work. But these, you click on them, and you can kind of set what people are going into these offices. So for now, the easiest and most easy people to please basically are the insurance people. The accounting they kind of need a little bit more. You see that they need um, courier services and copy services. These people just need, they expect copy services, but it's not necessarily needed. So I'll go ahead and dot those two in there, and then we will get these top paying to accounting offices. And you can go down here to this little box, which is the needs, I do believe. Yep, and office. Courier services. We will go ahead and put one of those in there. And then we'll run on with the day, because this one is fairly simple. Once everything gets done, they'll come in the next day, and then hopefully we'll start seeing our money go up. But this part's fairly simple. Most of it is slow. And right there is part of a sort of issue, not a super big issue, but something that I will probably forget time to time going through this. You go down to your connections, and you actually do need to hook up the electrical lines. And they kind of fixed, there was a glitch before where if you put it not in this one, but in this one, it would cost you the same as if you put it just in this one right next to it. But they have since fixed that, so that kind of nulled out that little tidbit that would have helped anybody else. But let's get these built, and they're just a hammering away. These guys, Ronald and Dorothy, are off in here, so they're hopefully getting to work. And we'll see. Let's see. Each day ends at 12 a.m., I guess, or 11:59 p.m., whichever one you want to call it. And I love this cityscape in the back. It's pretty awesome. And here is the bus stop, actually. So everybody comes from there to your office or to your building to work or to do whatever is in your building. I don't know why he was mad. That's interesting. Do they need anything? No. Okay. I don't know why he was mad. But I guess before we do close out the day, I do want to go ahead and get a little block off on both sides over here. And there's our first day. Of course, we spent a whole lot more than we brought in, but that's not too bad for our first day. And hopefully, once they finish that little block, they'll go over and finish these two little sections there, and then they'll run off to that side. And the reason why I put those over there is because I would like a little food area right here. And then I will actually put one over. I'll actually toss it right there, because on the opposite side of right here and there, I'll put those offices. So let me run that down to slow. We can get currently 2 food court restaurants, and then later on, once you reach prestige level 1, which I think is having 20 people in your building, I believe that's right, then you can go up to cafes. But let's see, we will go ahead and grab Marino's Avenue rolls, I do believe it was, and some kind of sushi. That's not exactly what I would like. And we've actually already unlocked the legal offices. So they do need a phone line, so I'm not going to put them in yet. They are a lot more money. They do pay you a lot more money, but they do expect a bit more. Actually, it's only that one that expects that. So I can technically toss these two in there, and then I'll get this other office there. So those guys will get to working on that. So let me go ahead and hook all this up here. Draw that over to there. And I don't recall if they needed anything else. Nope. Well, I guess I'll figure it out once it gets to that point. But they'll put those two in first, and then they'll put in the offices, and then we'll get all our people in here working and everything else. Courier services are good. And we've got 12 people now out of 50. And our rent totals almost to where we need it to be, which is awesome sauce. I don't believe that they need anything. They just need an electrical line and electrical line. Awesome. So he's finishing up that last building or last office there, and I'll actually run it down to normal time because I think, let's see, should we expand further this way? I think that won't be a super bad idea. Let's go ahead and do that then. We'll expand over to about there. That should be fine. And we'll run that out to the double speed, I guess it is. And I might actually think about putting in a tiny apartment studio up here, because that'll kind of draw more traffic up over into this side if I put some apartments on this side and keep all the offices and everything else off to this side. And that all is done. Let me see, we don't really have or need anything else on this side. I need y'all to do that part, but I guess I did run it that way, so that does make sense. And everybody does go home at 7, which is kind of not good. I would like for them to stay a little bit longer, but anywho, once these guys get done with this, we'll see. It should be about time for us to get our money in about an hour. And actually, before I do that, I will go ahead and tack in one of those. and another one there, and another one there. And then I will get an office here. I'll leave space for another restaurant, and I'll put another office there. And then we'll go ahead and get the restaurant clipped in there and there. Now, I cannot do anything as far as changing the walls and all that stuff, but let's see, is there anything else that is needed? Nothing else is needed at the current moment. So I'll run that out. Let's go ahead and get some people in here. They do need water hookups, so I will take care of that momentarily. And we'll grab that guy. And this means that we've already put in our two, so we can put out like a flyer for more people to come in. And we'll do the same thing with those two because I don't really want to hook up an electrical or a phone line right now. I'll run that. I will go down here and get a small water distributor or tank, whatever you want to call them. And then we'll run this line on across to there. You technically only have to go like one block into the I guess what would it be? The containment field basically. Okay, so we are making a little bit more, so that's positive. The next day we should be able to get up to that, so that won't be super bad. And they are, oh yeah, I forgot to run the electrical over there. Whoops. Yeah, they'd probably be pissed about that, wouldn't they? Oh, and I wonder something. Yep, looks like I've actually overdone a little bit. So let me go ahead and grab another one of the small electrical outlets or generators, and that should sustain us for a good while. Well, a little while. It's up to 20, so once these guys get in here, and I gotta put out another ad for that, but that'll be alright. I'll go ahead and get that insurance office in here. And while we're waiting for those guys, oh, there's already somebody there. Good. We will get our last food court restaurant for the day. And I think that'll be just about it. I'll let this run through today, make sure that we get this proof of concept done. And I don't think we're going to hit this just yet. But, okay, so more copy services are needed. Whoa, hold on, let me slow it down. I can now do something. I don't know exactly. Oh, yeah, I can change the wallpaper now. Good. Give us some texture or something in there. There's small amenities. That's actually new. Office workers will appreciate an occasional distraction to go check on the vending machines. Hmm. Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's actually something new. That hasn't been here before. Tower dwellers will use these if they're on the same floor as an office or apartment. I'm actually going to put that in. That's actually quite nice. Okay, and before I do too much, I need to get said copy services. Oh, well, it might actually help if I had the room for it. So I'm going to go ahead and build onto down here and do something that these guys absolutely hate because they can't get anywhere, sort of. I'm going to remedy that as well. There we go. What is this? Add floor pieces to the... Add floor pieces that extend beyond the supporting... Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I run that on double time. That way I can get these services in there. I wish it was a tidbit smaller, but it'll work. I'll put it right here once they get done. And keep on working. Thank you, thank you. And there. Perfect. That should be all I need in that department at least. Let me make sure operations don't have the influence that I need on that part. I do have the prestige though, so that part is fine. And we've got 29 people. That's coming along quite nicely. And all that is up and running. Nothing else is needed currently. There's no handyman services needed at the moment. Shoe shine station. Who's in the shoe shine station? Aline. Oh, that's interesting. That's a pretty cool little section office thing that you got there, though. And everybody is running around, more than likely going home. Yep, bye. Because we are coming to the end of today. This should be no problem getting. So we will double check once that pops up, make sure this is working fine. That we're going to need a new one of. So how much is a medium one? It'll cost us $2,000. Good Lord. Let's actually wait till the end of the day, which is now. And we completed the proof of concept. We have been paid $500, which is good. We did spend quite a bit, but we are spending less and gaining more, so that's a good thing. And so that is where I'll call it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'm trying to do a little bit different with my schedule, so hopefully this one won't be offset too bad. Just trying to pick what the best time is and trying to appease more of the people. I did a poll on my Twitter not too long ago, about a week and a half ago or so, to see what people would like to see. I know most people or most YouTubers do daily videos, but I don't necessarily have the schedule to be able to work around that. Um, so I'm trying to do what I can when I can to and try to get to as many people as I can. So I think this one should be coming out on either Saturday afternoon or Sunday about midday-ish. Um, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you do, definitely leave a like on it. And I'll keep the series going as a secondary part to my Saturday to Sunday videos. Um, so like I said, if you've enjoyed it, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.